Big drop this week coming in from Duo Raid. New colors, new baits, new classic. Let's get into the drop this week, man. I'm hyped up. How's it going, guys? Travis from Tacklebros, and welcome back to the drop. We got a ton of cool stuff this week. I'm gonna do the intros first.
Let's do the intros.
So, guy behind the camera, QTR_46. Dude, we even did a competition. You're still not posting nothing, man.
I know. I have a plan.
You're just rebellious.
I'm not even worried about it. I've been thinking about it.
You can follow our official Instagram at Tacklebros Fishing on everything. And then, if you're curious about what I'm doing, I went fishing for the last 4 days up north, which
Any place to go bass fishing?
Yeah, literally in Quebec. You can follow me at Tackleprez on Instagram. So that's everything.
Yes, it is.
Okay. You jealous about my fishing trip?
I'm super jealous you went fishing.
Dude, I've never been to a place where the fish are so unpressured. Like, we probably caught, I don't even know, man. It was unreal. Had a beautiful walleye fish fry. It was fun, man. Good to scratch the itch a bit.
A lot of bass.
Yeah.
Massive walleye.
The massive walleye. We had fun this weekend. We had the 5-year anniversary sale.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody who showed up. Thanks for you guys who shopped online. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Dude, that was a cool event, man.
It was busy.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part? Probably the food.
I was gonna say, I really like the food. Yeah. Thanks for everybody coming out, man. That was awesome. I mean, we were definitely over capacity in the building.
Oh yeah, that was not legal.
Yeah. Okay, this week we got some really cool stuff, man. I say that every week because we always have cool stuff. Duo and Raid are going to be the primary premise of this week's drop. No Mito Pico. I knew that this would be something that we're going to be asked. I'm hoping the Mito Picos are going to be here very, very soon. Not sure why they're not here now, but we got everything else. I'm going to start out with fish rollers. One of my favorite baits. Huge restock in the big guys, the 6.5s. These are the supers, by the way. In the 5s, we also got 4s and 3s. Now, in all of these, there's a bunch of brand new colors. I'm gonna do it. I'll show a super and I'll show a regular just because they are a little bit different. Amazing colors. So this first one is Magical Wakasagi.
Oh.
Yeah, deadly, man. A lot of these are gonna be fish skin as well, so that's that like hand-painted one. The Magical Wakasagi is regular, stained gold. Dude, I picked up a pack of these maybe, I don't know, last summer when we went.
Yeah.
Wow, they're amazing. This one's really unique, man. If you guys are around like any bluegills, any perch, Kawami Hasu, you get the bars on it now.
Oh yeah.
So this is part of that fish skin series that they do. Flash Wakasagi. Phenomenal, like natural bait fish color, a little bit of purple in there. Really like that one. And then lastly, we have Kawami Purple Wakasagi. So I think that's 6 new colors. Now I'll show you them just in the regular fish roller as well, just so you can see kind of I feel like you could see the details a little bit better on this one. Like, that's nuts, man. Kawami Purple. Try to trick me, dude.
I forgot about this one. I like this one
That's
a lot.
a really good color, man. I like that little hit of orange on the bottom.
I like that too.
Flash Wakasagi again. Stained gold. And then Magical Wakasagi. So those are going to be available in the 3, the 4, the 5-inch supers, and the 6.5-inch supers for right now. Great additional colors, honestly.
Super sick.
Yeah, I really like that Hasu, man. That's sick. Another brand new product from Raid this week. This is the introduction of the Raid Japan Jerkripper. Raid has put sort of a cowling style tail on this. What that allows this bait to do is have a really wide side to side action. Now, this bait also has a lot of roll at the end of the twitch, so you twitch it and it kind of rolls. Like, we threw this in the tank when we were there.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing that I noticed about it, is that beautiful roll at the end of it, like chop side and then just kind of rolls a little bit, and then chop side rolls a little bit. 122 millimeters, 5/8 ounce. So a pretty standard size jerkbait. I mean, 10 mils is like that much, so yeah, it's not that crazy big. 2 different things about this. Now, you have the standard version, which is regular ABS plastic, and then they have a bone ABS plastic. So you can only see it in the bill there. A couple of them are gonna have this. The bone versions have a different sound. So there's this guy. No. Also, the bone is going to be a little bit more buoyant. So if you're looking for something that's sort of like a float, so it's going to come up a little bit, go with some other bone colors. Now, they're not all available in the bone. It's just a couple handful of colors. The hooks are very sharp. Realistic, great raid colors. I'll run through them very quickly. This first one that I've been holding up is Bait Japan. So this is one of the bone ones. This is Clown. So painted on a bone blank. Classic Japanese chartreuse color, Lemon Powder. This is also another bone one. Kimochi Oikawa. It's a cool color. Lightning Blue. Jewel Wagasagi. I was like, this is my favorite color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That Jewel Wagasagi is sick. And finally, Neon Shad. So just 7 colors for right now. There's a bunch more coming. It's a really cool jerkbait, man. If you're, again, you're around a million guys that are throwing the same jerkbait, sometimes just throwing something a little bit different can help you get an extra bite. This has great drawing power. Those wide side-to-side motions, it's a lot looser than some of those tighter, small, you know, work in a little circle. It's gonna have the ability to draw fish a little bit further away. So brand new Jerkripper from Raid Japan. Also some restocks in from Raid. Hira Tailors in the 3.7 should be mostly back in stock. Buggy Craws are also going to be mostly back in stock. This is really similar to like a fat Ica. If you fish, what? You gonna hit me with the Ica? Yeah, if you guys throw fat Icas, it's actually called an Ica, like a squid. So Buggy Craws are all back in stock. And then my favorite mini jigs, micro jigs, nano jigs, have all come back in. So any of the like more popular colors, the whites, the blacks, the green pumpkins, they should all be back in stock in every size. And then one waves. So Raid's little dice offering, again, huge restock across the board in these. Yeah, check that out from Raid. All right. It's been a while since we have had candy fish in the stock. This week, massive restock in all the core colors and 2 additional colors. So if you're not familiar with candy fish, this is basically a little finesse style bait. Show you that there. I'm gonna take the orange one. A couple different ways to fish it. You almost have to put the video back in, man.
I'll put it back.
Yeah, because the video really like, you're like, oh, it's just a little, it looks like a little candy. And then you see the video and you're like, oh shit. This thing does some stuff. So it's really a simple concept, right? It's just a little micro. It's like 1.5 inches, nothing crazy. But the second this thing gets moving, it is erratic. It's crazy. Fish can't stand it. I've caught a ton of them on a drop shot. I've caught a ton of them just throwing a little nail weight into one of the like indicators down at the bottom. You can see there's a bunch of little indicator points for you to either insert a nail weight or put your hook. I throw this on number 4, so really small hook, but if you just throw this with a nail weight in it and a hook and you just kind of twitch it along or you get in any current, it's nuts, man. The fish go absolutely insane over this thing. I got 2 new colors this week. Pearl. So a white one, amazing to see. I love throwing white small baits for some reason. Fish love small white baits.
Oh yeah, they do.
And then we also have a smoky pearl. So this is kind of like a clear with a silver flake in it. Really good color. All the regular colors are back in. Bubblegum orange color. So it's like it's orange. This is like a silver shiner color. So this is a really cool like bait fish imitator. It's a really natural color. This is called Goby Brown. We also have smoked pepper, camouflage shrimp, and then finally watermelon pepper. This is a very small niche brand, makes one bait. Haza controls everything in Japan. So they're always going to be, you know, here today, gone tomorrow. If you guys are a fan of them and you're looking for something different, 35 millimeters, man, they're really, really small. You can catch anything on these. We've caught giant smallmouth on them. They absolutely love them. Really cool to have these back in the shop. The Mekarauroco Candy Fish. Let's shift over to Duo Realis. We have some brand new baits, we got some restocks, and we have a custom color back in stock. And I'm going to start with that. You guys know how much I love to throw the Wriggle ND. Well, we do our own color in the Wriggle ND. It's like gold purple flake. It's goat, dude. This is our original color that we do with Duo Realis. This is, I think, our 2nd or 3rd run on it. I always order as many as I can. Their production schedule is crazy, so we usually have long gaps in between getting them. But essentially, green pumpkin, purple, and gold flake. If you guys have been around the channel for any bit of time, you guys know how much I love that color combo. I have a ton of confidence in it. If I'm throwing a Ned rig, 95% of the time it's this guy. So check those out. It's elastomer material, so they're very durable. Flotation is on point. They have a great action on retrieval. So a lot of Ned rigs are designed to really do nothing in the water. This one does that, but if you twitch it, this little ball on top will do this. When you're bringing it back to you, however, and this is where I get a lot of bites and people give up on the bite at this point, This taught me not to do that with Ned rigs. Well, it's coming back because there's so many bulbs on this, it kind of swims on the way back. They can't stand it, they explode on it. So I would say 40% of my bites actually come on when you think the bite's done. So this gives you that second chance. Wriggle NB Slims are, again, it's pretty much everybody in here is like Johnny, man. Johnny throws a crazy amount of Wriggle ND Slims. One of the best Ned rig baits on the market, and we have our own color in it. So check these out from Duo Realis. We got a lot of new baits from them, man.
A lot of new baits from Duo Realis. I know.
I'm gonna do the Spinbait 70 because I love this. This is my this is one of my favorite baits. We have in the Spinbait 70, brand new color, Ghost Purple CB. So if you guys are a fan of, you know, Northern Secret, this is kind of the inspiration behind this guy. Purple, like it's basically a purple back, clearish purple side, and then that chartreuse belly. This is one of the most popular colors in this area. In a jerkbait, in a spybait now. I mean, math's math, you know what I mean? We also have the return and an actual proper stocking of the insanely popular, I cannot believe how many of you guys went out and picked one of these up last time we got them. Log perch. You know what the main forage was where I was this week? Log perch, dude. And I was like, yes, sir. Caught a million on this thing. So I've already went through the whole story. Log perch is a concept by my friend. We kind of made it come to life with Duo Realis. This is a realistic paint job. So they've only done this with a handful of other baits. It's beautiful. It looks like every bait, man. It's so good in the water. Light penetrates through it. It's just an amazing, it's probably one of the most
realistic, usable colors.
It's such a great spinbait color available in the 70. And then lastly, in that new color refresh lineup, we also get Spring Spin, which is, again, this is available in the 72 Alpha, which is the Fat Daddy. I love this color. It's a great color, works almost everywhere. Clear water, this thing is an absolute killer. So 3 amazing colors that are definitely going into my lineup. You should definitely check them out. If you only pick one, the log perch is crazy, man. They did such a good job.
Such a good job.
Okay, some new colors in the Duo Realis jerkbait lineup, and also a restock on the log perch. This is actually new in the 110 size. Again, if you're a fan of that log perch color, it's now available in the 110, the 70, the 80, and I think the 90 and 100 are coming pretty soon. So check that out, but now available on that. Another new color in the jerkbait, we're gonna have UV Silver Slash. So a UV chrome color. Chrome jerkbaits, dude. They work. This is a really cool one in the AM lineup, so the Aaron Martins lineup. This is AM Hasu, but in the silent model. I'm hoping we're gonna get more silence in. I love throwing silent jerkbaits, man. It's such an underrated way to fish a jerkbait. There's 2 different ends of the spectrum. You have the Jerkripper, which is very loud, very darty, like big wide actions to draw fish in. And then when those fish are pressured and they're kind of feeling a little bit shy, you go down to something like this and the lights turn back on. So hopefully they're going to continue to expand this, but just one color I think for now in the silent lineup. Let's talk some crankbaits. One new color in probably the best 2 sizes in the Duo Crank M series. So this is like the 4 to 6 and 7 and 9 foot diver. This is super pearl pink. So it's like a pearlescent where there's like a pink undertone to it. Amazing. This is a collaboration with somebody as well. This is a collaboration with Hajime Murata.
I thought it looked like he would have collabed on that.
So there it is out of the package. You can see it's such a subtle little pink hue. Like you almost can't tell. What's a good reference here for what it looks like? It's like it's a coating. Like the pink is a coating. It's a white base with like a very faint pink coating to it. Great color. So just in those 2 crankbaits, 5A and then the 8A. So again, that 4 to 6 foot, 7 to 9 foot diving in the Crank M's. In the Rozante series, so this is more of like a trout forward line of jerkbaits. They do work great for bass too. I actually throw the other one I'm going to show you here quite a bit. First color, Inako Smoke. So that's a really cool color there. And then we have Inako Gold. So those are both the 77 size, so 77 millimeters, 8.4 grams, so a little bit over a quarter ounce. In the 63, which I actually throw the 63 a lot for bass, one color, only color they should probably produce for this, Ghost Gold Perch.
Oh yeah.
So this is, again, it's the Rozante lineup is more like trout forward, but they do a ton of bass colors in it, and they're super effective. Like if you like throwing little baby jerk baits on like spinning tackle, This is a really good one. I've caught a ton of fish on this before. Let's get into another new one from Duo Realis this week. So about a year ago, we brought you guys the Heartbee 75S. They came out with a G-Fix version of this. Now, you guys know that Duo Realis does G-Fix on a lot of their baits. Basically, it's like a little bit heavier. So in the spy baits, it's 1 gram. In this, 0.8 grams. The big key with this is, with the original Heartbee, it had that sort of elastomer twisty tail on the back. They went to a tinsel tail on the back of this one. If you guys like BFS fishing, this is one of my favorite BFS baits. We catch a ton of fish on this guy. So essentially, it is a prop bait, but the prop is propelled by water going through the mouth. So the water goes through the mouth, it spins this blade on the bottom. That's why it's called a Heartbee, because it's like mimicking a heart beating on a fish. Now, it's an eye motion bait. So you're gonna throw it in the water and be like, this thing doesn't really do much. It is designed to do that. Eye motion is one of the most effective ways to catch fish. That's why spy baiting is a huge thing in our arsenal. Like, we do a ton of eye motion stuff, man. Like, baits that don't do anything are honestly almost more natural in the water than those big, crazy moving baits. And this is a great one, especially on BFS, like I just said. So I'll spec it out really quickly. 6.8 grams, so just shy of 1/4 ounce, and then 75 millimeters. So same length as the previous one. The other one had that long curly tail, if you remember, and they still make it, and it's still a great bait. If you want to get a little bit more casting distance, a little bit more depth to it, this is going to be a great option for you. Also, that tinsel does something amazing in the water. That's why, you know, we switch a lot of hooks out to tinsel on the back, and this one also has it. Tons of colors. That one that I've been holding up is HM Oikawa. So a nice little Oikawa color. We also have the 3rd rendition of Burning Shad. Burning Shad 3.
The 3rd he prefers.
The third. Clear Pearl Chartreuse OB. It's a nice one. Matte Pink Chartreuse. You can't really see it in the video here, but the side of it has like a crazy color shifting. Like when you dip oil into water,
yeah,
that's exactly what it looks like on the side. Really cool color.
Got an allergy.
Kosan Chi Ayu, Inako, Half Mirror Ayu, Ghost Gold Perch, LG Clown, Ghost Pearl, Ghost Chartreuse, LG Wakasaki, Ghost Minnow. Love me the Ghost Minnow Duo, man. Ghost Gill, and finally Moss Shrimp. That's a cool color, man.
Super sick.
Yeah, it's dope. So if you've been throwing these already and you're trying to get a little bit further casting distance or fishing deeper, I think is really the key with the G-Fix. It allows you to get baits down just a little bit further without ruining the action. That's why it's always slight increments. Check this one out, man. I love the tinsel tail as well. That's going to be a huge player. BFS guys, you guys have probably already been throwing the Heartbee. Amazing bait from Duo Realis. Okay, let's talk cicadas. So Duo Realis has made the Shinmushi style of bait for a very long time. This is our first restock in like 4 years of this. They don't make them very often, but when they do, we're very excited because we love throwing topwater cicadas. This is like most other cicada style baits. It's a crawler style bait. This one has a couple little additions though. You're gonna notice there's some brushes on the side. That creates additional rippling in the water, which is obviously effective when you're trying to, have you ever seen a cicada on top, man? There's a lot going on with it. So those little brushes help the water kind of create that vibrating wake. They're really fun to fish, man. Again, if you live in an area where there's like, you know, little rivers and ponds and a lot of stuff where bugs can fall out of the tree and get onto the water, cicada baits are very, very popular. 2 different weights and sizes. 30 millimeters is going to be the Koshinmushi, and then 40 millimeters is going to be the Shinmushi. 3/8 ounce, 5/8 ounce. So these are going to cast a mile. Topwater baits, obviously. The little brushes on the side, man, they do a lot. Like, it's little, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like little rubber skirting, but like it kind of makes the water quiver. It's really cool. I'll run through. Oh, they're all different colors, man. Some of these colors are amazing, man. Like this one here. This is Sunset Moth.
Oh God.
It's a beautiful color, man.
Yeah.
We also have Kinkame. Like, look at that, dude.
That's pretty. That's sick paint.
I feel like a hippie. It says beetle, but I think it's just meant to be beetle. That looks like a beetle.
Kind of does.
Matte Chartreuse Bug. So those are the Shinmushis. Those are the 40 millimeter size, and then these are the Koshinmushis. So the 30 millimeter size. Also Matte Chartreuse Bug. Tama Bug. It's a really good one. Dude, there's no way I can read this.
What is it?
Tsuku Ho Hyushi. All right, I'm gonna butcher this one. This is Tsuku Honushi. I don't think there's an N in there, but this is the, like, look at the name on that, dude.
Holy.
If some,
Jesus.
I don't know how to say that.
They used the whole alphabet.
Yeah, that thing's crazy, man. Another Kinkame. Crazy name. Frogsterfly. Frog would have sufficed. And then a Burazemi. So, a bunch of great colors. Glad to have those back in. Perfect time of year to get them, man.
100%.
Yeah. All right. Also this week from Duo, we have another brand new trout style cicada bait. So this is the Fukuzemi. This is a collaboration between D3 and Duo Realis. Now, D3 is a small Japan-based trout company that kind of started this style of cicada fishing, like where you have a cicada bait and you go out fishing for trout. So they collaborated with Duo to create an easier casting, better hookup ratio, basically take Duo's technology put it into their silhouette, and make it a little more palatable. Because, I mean, if you trout fish topwater, especially like this, you get a lot of misses. Now, if you're in an area where you can use whatever amount of hooks you want, there's 2 additional hook points on the top, or sorry, on the sides of this. So if they swipe at it, you're gonna hook up with them. Really unique trout style topwater bait, 40 millimeters, 4.6 grams. This is, again, we're gonna continue to grow the trout stuff. This is something that no one else makes. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to bring in. It's more of an eye motion style topwater bait. Like, it's not crawling, it's not popping, it's not twitching. It's just up on top, floating on the river, kind of shaking. Trout are gonna come up and explode on this thing. Great colors. D3 is like a world-renowned trout lure maker. So, and they're proud of their branding. A little D3 logo on the back, which is pretty cool. I'll run through the colors really quick. That one that I was holding up is Matte Cicada. We have Ghost Awabi. You love the packaging on these guys too,
I
right?
love the packaging of these guys, man.
Yeah, you were hyped up by the packaging.
I just want to buy one for the packaging.
We have Frog. The colors are really unique, man. Awabi Belly. Kogane. A lot of indicators, man. You know how I like my indicators.
Yep.
And then Hollow Fuku Cicada.
That red one's the sickest.
Yeah, the red belly's dope. And lastly, Izohara. So if you're a trout fan, cicada fan, you're in an area where they're eating cicadas or they blow up on topwater, check these out from Duo and D3. All right, let's look at some accessories this week. So huge restock on a bunch of TH Marine stuff. So stuff like G-Juice, man. We go through a ton of G-Juice a year. I got 3 different sizes. So we have the 8 ounce, we have the 16 ounce. And if you go through a lot of this stuff, I even got the big jug for you. So G-Juice is all back in stock. Perfect timing for us, man.
It is.
Troll tamer. If you're sick of looking at all your wires wrapped all around your trolling motor, put a troll tamer on it. Keeps everything kind of nice, bundled in. It's just a little bit more cleaner. Those are in stock. If you have any other trolling motor other than a power pole, because the power pole cord doesn't break, you can replace it with one of these beautiful G-Force handles in 2 different colors. We have red and we have black. I think these ones are actually specifically for just the Ultrexes, but I used to break a ton of Ultrex cables, and I used to use a lot of these. So these are back in stock now as well. Other accessories, split ring pliers, man. You should always have a set of split ring pliers. I know some of the pliers come with them on it. They're never that good. Texas Tackle makes probably, I mean, this is the one I've always used. If you're only gonna have one size, go with the orange guy. If you are like a musky guy, you can go with the large or the extra large. So it just makes, you know, changing out your hooks and stuff, like it's life changing.
Oh yeah.
The small and the medium are probably the 2 key sizes for the bass guys. The other ones are going to be for, you know, the big predatorial fish guys. Those are all back in stock from Texas Tackle. Something that I like to use when I throw a lot of fluorocarbon, line and lure conditioner. So just spray a little bit of this on. It helps remove the memory from the fluorocarbon. It's just an inexpensive way to give you some longevity to it. If you get a lot of memory in it, man, I mean, it's useless. You got to pull it off. So a little bit of line and lure conditioner, you can spray that on there. It's going to dial you in. And then if you have a dirty boat, like I do, you can use some Bling hot sauce. This is what I use to clean my boat. This is what I've used to clean my boat for the last 7 years. This is great. If you have a really dirty boat, we got the big jet.
Oh yeah.
I actually probably need to buy one.
You need the big one.
My boat's pretty cooked after that logging trail that I had to drive down. But yeah, Tons of accessories are back in stock this week. Really good drop, man. You guys were at work while I was gone.
Oh yeah.
You guys were working.
Oh yeah, we were.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for hanging out. As always, any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll get back to as many as I possibly can, because now we've kind of hit a point where we're getting a lot of comments, which I love. And thank you so much for that. Thank you for supporting us. We'll see you guys next week. And have a great weekend, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a great weekend.